right? And he understood it. His problem was drugs. And I was like, hey man, you got to get off that stuff, right? Now, if you never get off of it, are you still saved? He was like, yeah, I know I'm still saved. And when I was like, correct. Now, what is God going to do to you if you decide you want to keep on doing that? And he's like, I know, he's going to punish me, this and that. And I was like, okay, but the biggest punishment he'll do to you is one of them is you'll probably be a vegetable. You know what I mean? You'll be like Jonah and the whale. Your whale is your vegetable. You don't burn everything up here. But the other punishment is he will take you home. He will do it. He's not going to have you walk around like that. He's like, I know, man, I know it's hard. And I was like, look, I know I'm not God, but if I were and I saw someone trying, I think that I would be very merciful to that person. And I'm pretty sure God would be way more merciful than me, right? So I said, just try. Maybe instead of, I don't know how drugs work, but I was like, maybe instead of 3 pills, you take 1 or something, right? But you should be at 0, but I could see, you know what I mean? So I said, just make sure you stay away. He's like, all right, man, I'll do my best and whatnot. 3 to 6 months later, he didn't stop. He took a pill, it had fentanyl in it, and he was done. He died. And I was telling my friend about it, and he was like, you know what, that makes sense, because he actually lived with him. And he was like, that day, I mean, he was acting weird, and he would always tell me, yeah, I know I'm doing wrong, but God's just gonna do what he's gonna do, right? And he ended up dying. So yeah, I mean, that chastisement is not just a simple little chastisement. Look at King David. When he committed the sin with Bathsheba, he never repented. It took Nathan the prophet to get him to repent, And then when he repented afterwards, he repented in everything, and God still punished him in this life. He was like, because you did that, I'm going to make your house in other words, he was like, I'm going to make it a bloodbath. Like, you're always going to have issues in your family. You're going to hate, the fact that what you did, you did. And that was a big punishment. That was his whale. You know what I mean? He had to live with that for the rest of his life. Then he had Absalom and all them doing all that stuff. It was all because of his sin that he committed.
The harvest truly is plenteous, but the laborers are few.